You're gonna get yours! approaching!
It is begun. It is begun.
Stop! You will go no further! You do not have the right to demand my name. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more! You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? You did this all for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have? None but the disciples may approach Andraste. She is not ready yet. But when the time is right, she will descend upon the nations in fiery splendor, and all will know her. But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions. If you will not repent, then you will die. To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us Victory!
A high dragon is not a joke. We'd best be careful.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim. You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not... Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You betrayed Jowan to Irving. He was almost killed, and he lost the one thing that mattered. Lily. Jowan trusted you. Tell me, do you think you failed Jowan? Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
You could not have known what would happen. You did what you thought was best.
Everyone makes mistakes. I say have an ale and let it go.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
Ah, the dwarf. You left your home and came to the surface, knowing that...
Why don't I save you some time? Yes, I wish I could have saved my family from Branka. I wish I'd been a better mate. Maybe she'd have stayed home with a belly full of baby Ogren and never gone for the anvil. Maybe I failed her. And yes, I came to the surface because I'm barely a dwarf anymore. My family is dead. My honor as a warrior long gone. I've lost my caste and my house, and I have nothing else to lose.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak? You will learn. In time. You must, if you are to find Andraste. Very well. Very well. Come, let us end this!
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak? That is not of what I speak.
As you say.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak? That is not of what I speak.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak? It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak? A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak? That is not of what I speak.
You forced our hand! Let's have at it! Here comes trouble!
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak? That is not of what I speak.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak? Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tiventer Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Kefir, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak? That is not of what I speak.
Very well.
Had fun with the riddle game? But they do speak plainly. Riddles speak to your soul and your gut more often than to your mind. Or they always seem to for me. You have wondered many times if what happened to me was your doing. Perhaps things would be different if you had not gone to Irving. But it is too easy to obsess over what if and what could have been. These thoughts will eat away at you if you let them. Forgive yourself, just as I have forgiven you. I have something for you. Use it well. It makes me happy, knowing you will be the mage that I never could.
We must not ignore. Let's grab some glory!
gonna collapse the second we're all standing on it.
I think it's solid enough to stand on. To start. What now?
To get across.
What you need? Aye, all right then.
What now?
Go from there. What now?
Yeah?
That was exciting.
I shall do it. Very well.
Armed and armored, you have tried to approach Andraste. Why have you committed this act of defiance? In the Maker's eyes, a beggar may as well be a king, or a king a beggar. He cares not for the privilege granted by birth. One can only find spiritual truth by casting aside earthly possessions and seeing them for the deceptions they are. You have shown that you are not worthy of the ashes. May the Maker take you into his arms and forgive you.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
Don't get your knickers in a twist, sweet cheeks. I don't know how mystical this urn really is. The lyrium veins in these walls are richer and purer than any I've sensed in a while. It's doing things, changing this temple and everything in it.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
That's it? Thought it would be bigger.
welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it? Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean? You are a very fortunate person. And so am I. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
Ha! Let's hope there's a lot of Andraste to go around.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened. At Redcliffe. Yes, I know. I've had some time to think about it now. You killed Connor. You killed him. A little boy. How could you do that? I don't... This is the Jarl's son we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him? I just don't know how you could do it. How you could make that decision. I owe the Jarl more than this. You're right. Of course you're right. Oh, why? Never mind. Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you. By the creators! Denaila's scarf! Zathrian said she was killed by the same curse plaguing the others. Where is she now? So, the Keeper did not lie? The curse killed her? You are certain of this? So I was right. But what became of her? She told you that? Yes. That is what she would do. At least she is at peace. Here, take this amulet. I hope it is worth something to you as a reward. Now I should go and make arrangements. I must mourn my wife as is proper. Dareth Shira. Fare you well.
Blood and damnation. Blood and damnation. Indeed.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
As you say. Very well.
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well. That's even kinder of you. Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
It shall be done.
Will you stop eating?
You must not exhaust your
Let's make this quick!
Let's have a bit!
And it's a light this far.
Quickly, we must fight! You will learn to fear me! I am your death! It is your time to die!
It shall be done. I shall do it. It shall be done.
Together.
It shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. As you say.
As there is but one word, one life, one death.
So, what is your uncle to do?
By order of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage. There's been an elven uprising. Knifeears even have the gall to attack the Earl's only son. Killed him in cold blood. With the whole Urian family dead, the regent appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine the new Earl of Denerim. First thing he did was lead a purge of the alienage. It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way.
Look, I'll tell you about it later. Not while you're yelling about, that's for sure.
You heard about the revolt in Oswin?
Got.
Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
It is begun.
Indeed.
Yes.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made. You have coin, stranger? Fine weapon and arms, dwarven.
Playing games, Isabella. We want our money.
I think you forget who you are speaking to. I will give you a chance to leave quietly.
Raging hussy. Someone needs to put you.
Off with you now. I'm sad. A Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you. But, Grey Warden or no, it is refreshing to see another woman who answers to no one. So you say, but the fire in your eyes and purpose in your step tell me that you know you could easily silence any of your dissenters. I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years. As I said, it is better to avoid being hit, and it is best not to get into fights at all. All right, I can see you're busy. Perhaps later then? Welcome back, Grey Warden. And what can Isabella do for you today? I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors. An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. But I have watched you, and you seem to lack a particular grace that is required. You are accustomed to doing battle a certain way. I can teach you some basics. Perhaps you can pass it on to someone who might be interested in what I have to offer. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better. So we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game. Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Ah, a wonderful card for me. You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you. Come, we will need some space for this.